Hello, welcome to Wednesdays with Finn. I am Finn. What's up? I'ma just lay down the drill real quick, just so we're all on the same page, okay? Here on Wednesdays with Finn, we do one Bible history fact and one history fact. Ho, 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 ho. On to the Bible. I don't know if I'm just like in a mood, but this week we're doing Lamentations. All right, so the book of Lamentations was written by the prophet Jeremiah, okay? He was one of the prophets who was around when Babylon decided to come in and just like wreck shop and turn Israel into like a burning grease spot. You know, that one time, or you know, one of those many times that Israel was destroyed. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Tradition holds that poor Jeremiah wrote the book of Lamentations from a cave in the hill of Golgotha as he watched Jerusalem burn. He's just sitting there and he's like talking to God like, oh my goodness, God, I tried to warn them. They didn't listen. You said they wouldn't listen, but it still hurts. How are we going to make them remember it? Ooh, I know. Poetry. The really cool thing about the Book of Lamentations is that it has a very specific structure to it, all right? In English, it's just like a freestyle slam poetry about angst and sadness and destruction and death. It's a great time. But in Hebrew, it goes a little bit differently. The Hebrew stanzas go thusly. You know how like in English it goes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know, alphabetical order. Well, the Hebrew alphabet works, you know, the same way because it's an alphabet. And so the way Jeremiah structured it was that each stanza starts with a different letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and they're all in alphabetical order. He did this because the Book of Lamentations is actually written to be memorized. Jeremiah wanted to make sure that the people remembered not only the suffering of Jerusalem, but God's faithfulness in bringing them back from it later. This is just one of many reasons why Lamentations is low-key one of my favorite books of the Old Testament. Maybe I just have a thing for angst. I don't know. On to history, my friends. Did y'all know that coffee was discovered by goats? Honestly, I should just leave it there and just call it a day. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do you like that. Here's the tea. The coffee? All modern coffee plants can essentially be traced to the Ethiopian plateau. The story goes that there was once a goat herder named Kaldi. Kaldi was out and he was herding his goats, just living his life, and he noticed that some of them were getting kind of high. Kaldi's over here like, why are my goats high? As it turns out, Kaldi's goats had been munching on a certain berry from a certain tree, and so Kaldi's looking at them like, Kaldi goes to the abbot of the local monastery and he's like, hey, so I think I might have found a bean/berry type thing that can like stimulate you. The abbot's like, stimulation, do tell. Several sleepless days later, we now have coffee. Friends, I would like to thank you for going on this wild ride with me. Y'all should let me know what you want me to cover next. You know, just drop a request down below. I will see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe, make wise choices, and happy Wednesday.